Hey folks, welcome back to the Contrarians. This is another video feedback episode where we take some of your video responses and add them to the episode so they can join the discussion, and then we respond to them in an episode. So today we're going to hear again from our friend the Jukebox Cowboy on what he has to say about our review about Kiss. And here he is again.
Well, hello, fellow Contrarians. This is your old friend, the Jukebox Cowboy. Kiss, Pyscho Circus, their worst album? No way, dude. You know why? One simple reason. Because any Kiss record with this dude on it is better than any Kiss record without this dude on it. Simple as that. Now I think I'm going to go listen to Kiss's label mates, Parliament. They're kind of like Kiss, but weirder. Yeehaw!
Yeah, so one thing I noticed is that you sent in a few videos and you're wearing a different t-shirt each time. And I kind of get the feeling that you filmed a lot of these in a row, but you were just changing your t-shirt to look a little bit different. We actually used to do the same thing when we would record in person, face to face. We would do like 4 episodes in a recording session, and we would make sure we had different shirts on so we looked a little bit different for each one. But so I wonder if that's what you're doing. I'm guessing that's what you're doing. Yeah, so I would actually disagree with you about any album that has Ace on it couldn't be considered their worst album, specifically for the reason that really they almost put Ace in the album as it's almost kind of like false advertising because he's hardly on it. And I think the shame is that I think he wanted to participate more on the album, but just wasn't given the opportunity. So when you hear you know, like, yeah, he has a vocal on You Wanted the Best, and he plays on Into the Void, and yeah, he did that Gene written song In Your Face, which was used as a B-side or a B song to Pyscho Circus on the single CD or whatever, right? So he is here and there, but he's not a member of the band at this point. He's basically a hired gun for live performances and for whatever they needed him to do for the record so that they could put on this make-believe show that this was a band putting out this album. And, you know, it's kind of the same thing as when they did Dynasty, and Peter, I think, only played on the song Dirty Living. And on Masked, he's on the cover, but he didn't play at all. Same with Ace for Creatures, right? So it's like, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, Ace is on it. And because he's part of original Kiss, it shouldn't be considered one of the worst albums. But I mean, really, I think you're almost splitting hairs because it's like he's technically on it, you know? And a lot of the feedback we've been getting in the comments is about how people were saying that it can't be the worst album because even though not all the members played on all the songs themselves were good anyways. But I kind of disagree. I don't really think many of the songs on there are very good at all. That's my feeling on it. Yeah, he was technically on it, but he wasn't really a contributing member. They kind of they think about it this way. Would it make you feel better to know that, okay, yeah, would you want them to bring Ace in the band as a tool for them to use to market whatever they wanted to push to make money? So would you be more okay if they put Ace on the cover of Sonic Boom and Monster, but he didn't really play on it, or he only kind of added a background or a verse here or there, or only played on one song? Like in that sense, it's almost like they're using him, right? So if you're okay with that, then yeah, I guess Pyscho Circus isn't the worst. But for me, it's even more kind of, you know, it's even more distasteful to use somebody to market yourself to make money, right? It's a very corporate tactic. So in that case, the point you bring up, it's like makes me dislike the album even more, because at least with some of the albums that people don't like very much, like Hot in the Shade, you know, at least that was a band effort. And Unmasked was getting a lot of, well, actually Unmasked was getting some flack, but not as much as I think it has in the past. But like Unmasked, at least Ace was all over that thing and it was genuine, right? So I don't know. I disagree. Parliament, I like a lot. And I've even thought about doing a Funkadelic episode. So that might be in the works down the line. Because I think my choice is a little contrarian. I think it used to be more contrarian, but now I think it's kind of gone up in people's opinions a little bit more. So it's kind of it's one of those like, it was definitely overlooked at the time and would have been contrarian if somebody were to have picked it like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. But now I think people are kind of considering it. Yeah, it's one of the top Funkadelic albums. I hope I didn't give too much away, but you might see that pop up. So thanks a lot for the comment again. This is fun. Hopefully we'll be able to keep doing this in the future. I'm going to get Martin to do a couple of these because there's some videos specifically directed towards episodes that Martin did solo. So hopefully you'll see more of these, and hopefully we can continue the conversations in the future. Thanks. Also remember, we're on Patreon. We have exclusive videos on there. We have exclusive series. I have a series where I go through Martin Popoff's metal 80s collector guide to metal. And I go through it. I pick out random bands. I give a reaction. I kind of give a review. I agree or disagree with Martin's review. And even the people who are on Patreon who subscribe can recommend bands for me to do reaction videos. Martin kind of does exclusive videos where he reviews bands that we haven't done on the Contrarians or will not do because he agrees with general consensus. He's done Stars and Status Quo and Rat. So those are some of the exclusive videos that Martin does. Those are more like general album reviews. So there's some really cool stuff cooking on Patreon. So if you want to go over there and support the show and support us, then we'd appreciate that a lot. And we'll see you next time.